Not much, man. Not much. Obviously, true supporter. Couldn't wait for this. Which is pretty good. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
What
So
do you think?
I just wanted to see. Was that?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no. I just wanted to kind of like chime in on the conversation of the argumentative type. Like, I think Africans are kind of low key because uh, they still have traditional roles, right? So they understand the position of the man in a relationship more than other women. But the thing is, they play this kind of like a submissive game, but they kind of understand where they'll get you. So they won't play the submissive game for too long. That's why you see more African men get emasculated after a while. Meaning, like if they have to buy a car, they gotta ask their woman if their woman will approve, right? So it's not. I call it like a sugar coal mine, right? A sugar coal mine is you don't know you're in trouble when you're too deep in it. When you're going in, it's sweet, but coming out, it's another fucking problem, right? So that's how I see with most African women.
Hi guys. So yeah, I am watching, that last live. It is so long, like, I have to watch it in two parts. And then this guy came up, and it is so sad. It is so sad because there are some Africans who have decided to degrade themselves in front of for Austin. I don't know what they think they would get by degrading themselves, by degrading their fellow Africans, by degrading their own countries to, for Austin's sake. Like, what do you get? Anyways, I mean, I have seen so many Africans degrading themselves for Austin. I mean, there was this girl, I think her name was Jane, as Austin was, going on and on, and attacking African girls, saying that the Brazilian girls were better, African girls were almost the bottom of the bottle. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, why are you apologizing? Someone is, insulting you, insulting African girls like you, and you apologize instead of being offended. So many of Africans are, I mean, it's embarrassing. It's really heartbreaking to see so many Africans degrading themselves for someone, I don't really know why a lot of Africans do not know how irrelevant Austin is. Austin, I mean, he has less than 80,000 followers. Even if he had 200,000 followers, he will not be an important person. He's not going, like, he is so irrelevant. Outside the passport bro community, very few people know this guy. I mean, he has such a, an inflated ego. He might think he's a, almost like a celebrity, but he is not. And so I don't understand why Africans are degrading themselves, degrading their, their country in front of, for this guy's sake. But no one was, I mean, yeah, let's see. Um, no one has degraded themselves as bad as this guy has. Listen to him.
Right?
So would you say African women cheat?
100%, 100% of the time. Like they're just like any other woman, to be honest with you. They have urges, and sometimes they won't tell their husbands, "Hey, I'm not like really into what you're doing. Like I'm not enjoying the sex more." So what would they do? They would fucking cheat with a coworker, with anybody else. They would really cheat. I even put it this way, right? I would even like look at my own mother and say, this lady cheated on my dad. But knowing what I know now, right? And she's a real conservative, church going type of woman, right?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's how I see it. Yeah, that's how I see it.
So this guy is saying that so this guy came after Austin basically said, I mean, compared Brazilian girls to African girls, and basically said, African girls were like bad. Like he compared them like in four, five, or what, however parameters, and Brazilian girls came on top on almost every parameter. And African girls, he said, they were not naturally beautiful. They were not loyal and everything. And this guy, he is a Kenyan who lives in, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to assume he is not. He's a first generation immigrant. He lives in Vancouver, Canada, and he comes on, and instead of being offended by what Auston said, by how Auston basically degraded African girls, basically degraded Kenyan girls. He actually comes in and says that, yeah, you're right, Auston, African girls are not loyal. He said even his mom, he insulted his own mom. He said his own mom, he believes she cheated. And I'm like, he doesn't have any, it's not like, he didn't give us, a supporting evidence. He didn't say, what, my mom and dad we're having a lot of arguments, and, my mom would come home late, and I think, at that time I think she was cheating, or something like that. He said that, all women cheat, and his mom must be a cheater too. And I'm like, how the hell are you degrading your own mom for this useless man's sake? I mean, I don't know what's going on with some Africans. Some African men, I mean, the women are, there are a lot of women doing, something like that, but the men are worse. They are so servile when it comes to Auston. I mean, this is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. You are degrading your own mom in front of the whole world. I mean, saying that your mom cheated, especially he said his mom is a church lady, and accusing a church lady of cheating is going to hurt her. It is going to damage her reputation. And what is so pathetic about this whole thing is Auston doesn't even care about this guy. Let me tell you guys how little of this guy Auston thinks of. This guy was on Auston's live like 2-3 days ago, and he told Auston that he lives in Vancouver, but he plans to go visit to visit Kenya because that's where his parents live in November or something. And he told Auston, what, I would like to have you over at my parents' house. After he told him all that, Auston has totally forgotten that this guy lives in Vancouver, because for Auston this guy doesn't matter, right? So when he came on today, on this live, Auston was like, oh yeah, he is someone who lives in Kenya or something like that.
So RB is the first caller from Kenya. Back on the live stream from last Sunday. What's going on?
I'm not from, well.
And the guy tried to correct him, but he didn't really correct him. I'm like, and this is the guy you are degrading, you are insulting your own mom for, a guy who doesn't even, care enough to know that, where you are located. And like I said, he invited Auston to his parents' house.
And Auston, because my parents are in Nairobi and I'm coming over for the holidays. I'm coming like end of November. I don't know if you'll still be there, but I'd like to catch a cigar with you, man.
How are you inviting someone to your own parents' house and you are telling that guy that your mom is actually a cheat? I'm like, it is so sad. It's so pathetic. These men, I mean, guys. So this, I mean, I watched this. I think I watched it to the end because after, like, after this point, it's like a panel, and it was so sad to watch so many black men degrading themselves. I mean, it's not okay. Maybe degrading is not, but kissing Auston's ass. they come on the panel and they would like, shower Auston with all kinds of praise. And
I want to say that also you're doing an excellent job.
Thank
Over
you.
85% of all some of your new videos. But if you don't have a catalog for them to come to, that's what's going to be problematic. And so that's what you're doing right now, Auston. That's what I'll give you your flowers right now. Give you congratulations.
Boom, skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So I give my shouts out to O'Shea for introducing me to Auston because, you know, only thing I'm concerned about is his safety. That's all I think about all the time. You know, some days I'm sitting around, I'm like, damn, let me hit Auston up. Is he safe? You know, because once you start getting a big platform, you know, they come after you.
They're coming for you for sure.
the guys that are praising him are like, guys who are my age, which means, they are actually, old enough to be his dad. And I'm like, why are you doing all this? Why are you doing so much ass kissing? These men are old enough to be his dad. And I'm like, and oh my God, so much ass kissing, so much brown nosing. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I mean, these people do not have self-respect. Why are you degrading yourself, lowering yourself to such a level that you are, kissing a man, a child who is, young enough to be your son. And the funny thing is, while they are showering, him with all kinds of praise, Auston was not even paying attention. I think, like, I think when the panel starts, Auston just tunes it out. Like, he was not even paying attention. It was obvious. He was only paying attention to the super chats. And these people, these men, the men who are old enough to be his dad, they are, competing with each other to be like the best brown noser. And it is so sad to watch because he was not even paying attention, and here they are degrading themselves, in front of Auston. And it is sad with Auston. He was not even paying attention. He almost looks like, he is like he's zoned out. He is, he is in his own world. He was not paying attention to the chat, to the panel. But these men were just like, tripping over all over each other to be the best, the one with the best praise. And it is sad. It is really sad. And when you, I wanted to find out, why do these old, middle-aged men think Auston is, like an exemplary person, like someone they want to emulate, someone they wish they were when they were his age? And the answer I got from from the comment section on, actually I didn't ask that, but someone left a message, I think someone called Marto or something, on my comment, and it's like, oh, Auston is living the dream of every guy because he's going around sleeping with beautiful women. And I'm like, that is the life goal of middle-aged men. Like, that is, I don't know, it is sad that your life is, your goal in life is sleeping around. That is something you praise, you value so much, so that when you saw a young man doing it, you are here, almost, on your knees and us kissing him. Anyways, yeah, it is very, it is sad. And maybe some of them also, maybe they are praising him so much because they are trying to, because a lot of them are YouTubers with, not that many followers, not that many subscribers, right? So maybe they are asking to get his followers, to get his subscribers to subscribe to their channel. Because remember, we saw Paul, travel time with Paul, asking Auston, being a mercenary for Auston, attacking Kesa's mom because he wants Auston's subscribers. So maybe, you know, some of these men who were degrading themselves, who were, you know, ass kissing, were doing it for subscriber, you know, for subscribers to get some of Auston subscribers. Anyways, it was really pathetic to watch. Anyway, let me know what you think. And for the Kenyans, how do you feel? How do you feel about a Kenyan guy in Vancouver going online, telling the world that every Kenyan woman cheats and that his own mom is a cheater? Anyways, let me know. Like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.